Welcome back, everybody. I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we're Vanlife Sheldon's Travels. Sheldon, he's our yellow belly slider turtle. He's hanging out in the van back up at the campground today.
And if I knew we were coming to see water, I would have definitely grabbed him. But we were kind of just walking around seeing what we could get into. And this is what we found. So it's pretty cool. I'm a little bummed I didn't bring Sheldon, but that's okay. There's always a next time.
So we are right here at the Mammoth Cave National Park, right inside of Kentucky, and beautiful, guys. It's so green and everything and lush, but we decided to take this. What is the name of it?
This is actually the Echo River Springs Trail, and we found it right off our campground.
So we're staying right at the Mammoth Cave campground, and tomorrow we're going to be going into the cave and exploring that. We got our tickets today, but first of all, we're going to go head out and go see what we can figure out and what we can find on this trail, guys.
Yeah, let's bring you with us. Alright, so on the map here, I seen that there's a little trail here and it says White's Caves Trail. Now most of the caves are closed due to COVID-19, so we're gonna just try and see if we could see the trailhead, maybe see if there are any closures, see how long it is or something like that. But I think you gotta head towards the amphitheater and then kind of curve off this path a little bit to get there.
That
so
works.
We're gonna go check that out now.
Alright, head on down there, babe.
Yeah.
Let you go first. If anything, it'll just get us out of the van, out of the house for a minute.
Yeah, and we don't have that long to be here, so why not get out and explore?
They only had this one night available, unfortunately. So tomorrow we were able to get tickets for 1 o'clock to get in the cave because it was all booked for today. But we'll check out here at 11, go up there to the entrance there, and
so now that says amphitheater visitor center and the campground's up here, so that must mean our White Caves trail is this way.
That way. All right, so we decided we just leave out of here at 11, hang out up at the visitor center, have some lunch, dump our tank, fill our water, and that way we'll be ready for 1 o'clock, do the 1.5-hour tour, which I'll be taking you along.
Yeah, looks like here's a little amphitheater they have.
Very nice. Like I said earlier, this is $20 a night for camping, no utilities, and the showers are closed. And the tickets to do the self-guided tour, like I said, is the only one available at the moment, was $18 a person. So, you know, not too bad. A $60 pretty much excursion here to camp a night and go on the thing. Go in the cave, so I think that's worth it. But we're gonna walk around a little bit, see what we can find.
Ferry 1 mile.
Wow, and the ferry's closed. So, but look how pretty. All the nice rock, limestone. Well, Steph talked me into it. We're gonna go down the 0.7 of a mile down here and check it out, guys. I don't think there's any water down here, but oh well. That'll make about a 3-mile hike here.
We're going downhill right now, so we have to hike
all the way back up. That's what I'm thinking. Like, wow. All right, let's go.
See if there's a spring down here. It says river spring. going down, so I do hope we run into water once we get further down here. Well, it looks like this all used to be like one big pond, kind of.
Well, we all know that the Mammoth Cave is right underneath us. There's actually people walking around right underneath us right now. Say your Seymour signs. Oh, wow.
Right now we're a half a mile from the campground.
And a half a mile from the Echo River Springs.
Mammoth Dome Sink Trail. Visitor Center, 1.1 mile.
Alright. So you can take this from the visitor center and you just come right to here. And you go that way to the campground or proceed towards the river spring.
Yep.
Alright.
Yes, we're going to keep on heading down to Echo River Spring.
Alrighty.
That's kind of nice. I was thinking just right before I saw that sign, like, how far did we go?
So you can't get here through the visitor center without a problem.
Ooh, look at this. It's like more like the riverbed now. Careful, a little slippery.
There we go. I think it's this. Which way? Which way to go? That looks like it's going back.
This has gravel on it.
Right.
Let's go with the gravel.
Let's go with gravel.
I think this is the right path.
I think so.
Must be a good sign because I think there's going to be water because the ground I can feel is getting wet and muddy. So I think there's going to be water down here.
We didn't ask anybody.
There's hope. There's a little bit of water glistening on that rock.
Wow.
Take a seat. Rest your feet.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, looks like we're getting closer at least.
Campground 0.8 of a mile, Heritage Trail descent 1.1. That's the first time we've seen anything about the Heritage Trail.
I think that's the one that goes from the camp, the visitor center, and twines into that. So this is the trail.
And I guess if you come...
I guess right here is the water.
Yeah, and this is a pave right here, so and I think this is actually a handicap accessible
trail,
but we just came on a side that was more rugged.
From the campground. I'm sure if you started this at the beginning of this is definitely wheelchair accessible.
Oh,
And
man, looks like there is water.
There is water.
Oh, it is a spring.
It is a spring.
It's a blue spring.
Oh wow, check it out.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
That is cool.
Look at this glass, thick glass.
Oh wow. Look at that, guys. Isn't that cool? There is water. Definitely water. All the way down there.
We made it?
We did, we made it.
Well, I'm glad we came. That was definitely worth it. And look, I mean, there's not that much water there. You could tell it's shallow, but you could also tell it's a spring because how blue it is.
Yeah, it is pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And the flowers are over here blooming. If you look down there, the white flowers are blooming. Pretty cool. See what this...
Fragile's water, hidden life.
There's lots of species living in these streams. I'll pull it in case you want to pause and read that. All right.
Fragile waters, hidden life. If you look carefully here when the waters run clear, you may see a fish. Green River, downstream from this spring, supports rich aquatic life, all adapted to living in its bountiful waters. Not far upstream into this spring lie the flooded lower passages of Mammoth Cave. There, creatures dwell that are greatly changed from their surface cousins. They are familiar, yet bizarre. Animals like fish, crayfish, and freshwater shrimp have adapted to a world with little food, few predators, and no light. These hidden creatures are very vulnerable to changes in their habitat, such as pollution from sinkholes or backfloods from the Green River. The background image on this wayside panel is a drawing depicting a cross-section of layers of gray and brown limestone bedrock. Dark blue water tunnels down to the left under the bedrock. At the water's surface, a black and white drawing of a child kneeling on the edge of the rock peering into the water below. Along the bottom from left to right is a series of 3 circular three-dimensional tactile elements featuring native cave-dwelling animals and the relative scale of each to a penny. First, a small eyeless crustacean with 2 wire-thin antennae protruding up from the head. The body has several delicate legs dangling underneath and tapers to a finned tail at the back. The endangered Kentucky cave shrimp, Palimonius ganteri, is found only in the Mammoth Cave system. Second, a creature shaped like a fingertip. At the front is a small slit-shaped mouth. The northern cavefish, Amblyopsis spelaea, has no eye structures. Third, a crayfish with 2 long, straight antennae protruding out from the head. The front claws are capped with long, narrow pinchers. The Mammoth Cave crayfish, Orconectus pellucidus, has no coloring pigment. On the right side of the panel is a round color inset photo of a pale green fish marked with mottled black splotches. The head tapers to a point with a large mouth extending forward from below the dark round eye. This is a black crappie, Pomoxis nigromaculatus. The image is approximately 5.5 inches tall, the actual size of this particular fish.
Well, that was very nice to have that little narration. Hope you enjoyed that. I guess we're gonna make the 0.8 of a mile trek back to the campground, right?
Definitely. And this was worth it. I'm glad we did this.
I'm glad we did it too, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this trail. And if you're here at Mammoth Cave National Park, hope you take it and do it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you guys so much for watching, because we've said this before, but having an audience, it does make you want to go and do more. Like we were thinking before we started this trail, did we just want to go back to the van and relax? And maybe if we weren't on YouTube, that's what we would have done. But I told Mike, I was like, but our audience would like it if we went and seen it. So I'm so happy you guys watch. You motivate us to do more and go and see more, and for that we are so grateful. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for watching.
you're correct there. That's for sure. But that's something to see. And let's head on back.
Yeah. And that's crystal blue water.
Crystal blue water. .8 of a mile back. Uphill this time. right. Visitor center a mile. Campground a half mile.
Looks like we're coming up on the amphitheater again. Pretty cool.
Making our way back to the camp. If I didn't stay before, we are staying in the Mammoth Cave National Park campground. Like I said, here's the amphitheater. Pretty cool.
We were just kind of talking about how we've stayed at other campgrounds before, but staying at a national park is cool because like that trail was right off this campground, and like I was telling Mike, a lot of the national parks are like the best area in the state, and that's why they made it a national park. They didn't want anybody to own it, but for everybody to share it. So I think it's really cool coming to the national parks. You really get to see what the state looks like.
That's so true. All right, back to the site in a minute.
Yeah, we made it back to the campground. Yay!
Well, we made it back safe and sound.
Well, we made it right back to the van. That was an awesome trail. I'm glad we went and did that. The water levels were definitely low. You could tell that. But we did get to see the springs. That's always nice to go and see a spring. So that was definitely a bonus today because we weren't expecting that. So that was awesome. Nice surprise. But we did make it right back to the van. So we are going to call it a night. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like,
Comment,
and subscribe.
hit the bell for more notifications,
Check us out on Patreon and Instagram.
and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks so much for watching.
Have a good night, guys.